let's get started at the top of the mat in Tadasana. We're going to start with a half sun salutation to get ourselves warmed up. So feet right underneath the hips. Nice energy through the legs, the lower belly, shoulders open and chest open. Take a nice deep breath. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. If you're using your blocks, feel free to bring them in front of you. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, folding forward or bending those knees if you're inversion free. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Now for a full sun salutation, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, squat all the way down, find your way back to plank. Lowering down, knees, chest, chin, Chaturanga Dandasana, whichever way you need to get down to the mat. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, press back, Down Dog or Child's Pose, your choice. Staying here for a few breaths. Good. From here, if you're in Child's Pose, lift the head. Actually, either pose, lift the head. Find your way up to the top of the mat. Ardha Uttanasana, lifting halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, find your way back to plank. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, Chaturanga, knees and chest. Whichever way feels best for you. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, press back to Child's Pose. Again, we'll stay for a few breaths here. Good. On your inhale, lift the head. If you're in Down Dog, come onto hands and knees. We're going to move into tabletop. We're going to get into the strengthening of the hips right off the bat. So if you have wrist issues, feel free to use the blocks under your forearms so that you don't have any pressure on the wrists. You can interlace the fingers if that's good for you, or press them in prayer, or let them hang loose, whatever works for you, yeah? I'm actually going to bring myself a little bit higher onto the top part of the block. So for all of you who were around in the 90s and we had Tae-Bo, good old Billy Blanks, here's homage to him. We're going to do some side lifts. Lifting the leg as high as you can, fire hydrants if you will. And just be careful that you don't shift your weight all the way over to the other hip. We want to stay balanced on that standing knee. And we're going to do, let's start with 8 repetitions. Ready? Take a nice inhale. Exhale, lift that right knee. Inhale, bring it down, don't touch the mat. Exhale, bring it up. That's 2. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, squeeze 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, 8. Good. Rest the knee down, press back into a child's pose. These are really great because they get the glutes working, and the glutes are so important for hip stabilization. All right, great. Let's sit up onto the knees and we take the second side. Take your nice inhale. Exhale, lift the left knee. Squeeze, inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, squeeze. I think this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Bring the knee back down. Find your way into your plank. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Taking your Vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, back to Child's Pose for a few breaths. When we do these repetitions for strength, it's quality over quantity. Quantity will give you endurance, of course, but if we can coordinate the breath and move slowly and mindfully, the strength will build faster. Okay? All right. Keep that in mind as we move through the rest of today's practice. Coming back up onto hands and knees. Again, feel free to use your blocks here, either underneath the forearms, or if you want more height, come up onto the hands. Make sure you're forward on your mat. Extend your right leg back so the ball of the foot is touching. Keep the core nice and strong here. And we're going to take toe taps. So bring your foot to the outer edge of the mat. You're going to lift it up, cross it over, and then tap it to the opposite side. Lift it up and tap it to its original side, right? So we're going from right to left. And we're just going to go for a few seconds. Keep the glute nice and active. Keep your belly pulling up and in so there's no deep arch in the lower back. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. And keep breathing. Take a few more repetitions. You may feel your standing hips start to fire off at some point. That's natural and normal too. Great. Now from here, bring it back to tabletop and sit back, child's pose. Good. If you want to give a little tiny rock from side to side, this will help to release those hips out, preparing for the second side. All right. Coming back up onto hands and knees. Second leg goes back, ball of the foot onto the mat. Bring it out to the edge of your mat, the side edge. And here we go. Lift and cross and tap. Going side to side. Feeling the glute, the hamstring start to energize. Belly is up and in. Shoulders are active. Good, keep going. You're doing great. Just a few more. Great. Bring it back to neutral. Knee underneath. Settle back into child's pose. Give a little wiggle back here if you'd like. If you're wiggling, come to stillness and find your plank. We'll take another vinyasa. Once you're up in plank, take a nice inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to child's pose just for a hot second. And then find your way up to the top of the mat. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to your heart. Now, if balance is an issue for you, go get a chair, place it at the top of your mat, or set yourself up next to a wall so you have something to balance. I have these beautiful plants, but they're not really going to support me all that well. So I'm going to trust that my balance is good today. All right, so do you have that stuff? Great. So we're going to take a little bit of my dance knowledge. And if any of you have done the bar technique, you're going to recognize this. So standing on your right foot, make sure that your nice and secure weight is in the middle of the foot. Squeeze the heel up toward your sit bone. Now you feel the hamstring start to fire off. And this foot has energy in it, but it doesn't matter what shape it takes. From here, move the knee back a few inches. Now just be careful of your back. You don't want to come into a huge arch here because this is more about the hips than it is the back. From there, outwardly rotate it. So this is called a back attitude in dance, in ballet. You'll feel the dimple part of your hip start to fire off. And this is the deep rotator muscles in the hips, which are essential for our stabilization in the hips. So once you find that, you can A, stay here and hold it, or B, to amp it up a little bit, tiny little pulses upward. Now this is very, very much isolating the muscles in there. And after a few pulses, if there is weakness, you're going to feel it. We're not going to go crazy. We're just going to do a couple more. And of course, if you want to do more, feel free to do more. Great, just a few more seconds. And gently release the foot down and give yourself a little shake before we go to the other side. Now, if you felt your other hip stabilizing and you felt that firing off, me too. It's all good. It's part of the strength. You know that the muscles are working and doing their job. So let's switch to the other side. Balancing on your left foot. Squeeze the right heel towards your sit bone. Keep the belly up. Move the knee back a little bit. Then outwardly rotate the leg. You feel that firing off? Stay there and hold, or start to pulse. Either way, just make sure you keep breathing. Not every breath has to be a deep breath. Sometimes they're helpful. Keep going. Good, just a few more seconds. Excellent. Gently release. Give a little shake it out. And we're going to take a vinyasa to get back down to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, dive it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, find your way back to plank. Lowering down, knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, find child's pose and stay for a few breaths. Now, if any of you are inversion free and you're looking for more variations, you're looking for more options, I have created a system especially for the inversion free community to empower you to take control of your practice and take poses that are inversions and find modifications or alternatives so that you can keep your flow going. Good. Take one more breath in your child's pose. And bring yourself up to vertical, lifting the head, and come to a seated position. We're going to come into a bound angle pose, butterfly pose. And bring your hands behind you. Now again, if you are avoiding folding the wrists, if your wrists are sensitive, you can lean back on your blocks for this next exercise. So from your bound angle pose, doesn't have to be the tightest, your heels can be a little bit apart. We're going to do a little bit of an exercise here where you're going to close the legs slowly and mindfully, and then we're going to slowly open them back up. Okay, and we're going to do this 10 times. As you exhale, we're going to close, right? All right. We inhale, open, exhale, close. Let's go. Take your nice inhale, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open, exhale, close. This is 3. Inhale, open, exhale, close. 4. Inhale, open, exhale, close. 5. Inhale, open, exhale, close. 6. Inhale, open, exhale, close. 7. Inhale, open, exhale, close. 8. 2 more. You got this. Inhale, exhale, close. 9. Inhale, open, exhale, close. 10. Good. Now, if you'd like to amp it up and you want a little bit more strength, you can take the legs up in the air and we can go open and close. Now, this is not the most flattering exercise. I fully admit that, but it does work the legs efficiently. Right? So if you can lay flat, feel free to lay flat. You can extend the legs all the way if you have the strength for that, but the feet can be at any angle in between. If this is not an option for you, then keep the feet on the ground, and we're going to do 10 more repetitions. Be mindful of those shoulders. Make sure that your chest is still lifted. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go in between. Take your inhale and open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Now this is all about the thigh bones. Exhale, close, so that your inner thighs get the work. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. What is that? 3. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 4. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 5. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 6. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 7. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 8. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 9. Inhale, open. Exhale, close 10, lower the feet if they're up, and come up to seated. Let the legs straighten out, give them a good shake, let them wobble around a little bit. And we're gonna do one more thing in our bound angle pose or butterfly pose, so you can come back onto your elbows. If lying flat is good for you, then feel free. And this is more so for the glutes. We're going to press up into a bridge position. Now the feet can be a little bit further away if that feels more stable for you. But do make sure that you're flexing the feet. If your ankles are relaxed, it's actually going to hurt. Okay, so here we go. Take your inhale. Exhale, lift those hips up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. That's 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 4. We'll do 10. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 5. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 6. Inhale, lower. Exhale, 7. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 8. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 9. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 10. Stay for an extra squeeze. And then gently lower down. Come up to seated, extend those legs out, and give them a good shake. Nice. So the only thing we have left to do is to give the hips and the muscles we just worked a gentle stretch. So let's take half Lord of the Fish. I'll be your mirror image. Right heel comes underneath and across. Left foot comes on top, foot flat. If you need more height in the hips, if you need space, sit yourself up on a prop. Then lengthen up through the spine. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, twist and hug that leg into the chest. So this will open up that outer hip and outer thigh area that we worked on today. We're not looking for something super deep, just a gentle pull, a gentle stretch. On your inhale, bring the eyes to the front. Exhale, gently release, and let's switch to the other side. Left heel underneath to the opposite hip. Right foot crosses over. Try to keep the foot flat if you can. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, twist towards that top leg, and then hug the leg in. Now, I'm telling you to hug the leg in here so that you do have a little bit of tension. This can do it as well. This is a little bit more effective for getting a stretch. Let the breath come and go as it needs to. On your inhale, bring the eyes to the front. Exhale, gently release the hips. And if you have any props underneath you, gently release them, place them to the side. Untangle those legs, find your bound angle pose. One final stretch. Either hold on to the ankles or the arches of the feet. Let your elbows open up. Inhale, sit up tall, and exhale, gently hinge forward. The elbows are here to give a little assistance to the legs to let them open. Nothing forceful, again, very gentle through the stretch. And breathe. Good. On your inhale, come up through vertical. Exhale where you need to. Use your hands on your legs, gently close them, give them a good hug, and gently rock from side to side. Now, no yoga practice will be complete without Shavasana. So go ahead and set up the way you need to for Shavasana. And if it's cold where you are, bring a blanket over you to stay warm. As we did build a little bit of heat today, go ahead and lie back. Let the eyes close. Legs about mat width apart, letting them fall to their natural rotation. Or if that's not good for your lower back, then your feet can come mat width apart, knees can fall together in constructive rest. That might be a little bit more pleasing for the lower back. Arms are at your sides at a comfortable angle, but no higher than your shoulders. Let your eyes close and take rest. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet, getting a little energy in those arms and legs. And extend the arms up by the ears, bring the legs together below you for a big full body stretch from fingernails to toenails. Either hug the legs in towards your chest or place the feet mat width apart, and then gently rock yourself from side to side. Roll onto your right side into fetal position, using your bottom arm as a pillow for your head. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. Eyes remain closed. Either press the hands together at your heart center or place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Take a few moments here to check in with how you feel after this practice. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually? Now take a few moments for some gratitude. What is something that you're grateful for in this moment? And give yourself a few reasons why you're grateful for that. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Avoiding going upside down in your yoga classes? Tired and frustrated of sitting on the sidelines where everyone else gets their yoga fix? If you've lost your zest for yoga because going upside down gets in the way, you're not alone. Avoid common mistakes that are made when staying head over heart to accelerate your transformation. Click the link in the comments to learn more and to get my free guide on how to modify common poses.